I've got an update for you on the Neal Brown saga that is swirling and brewing right now in Morgantown regarding the West Virginia football program. So pull up a chair, sit back, relax, and let's talk about it. What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Coos. Welcome into another edition of Coos' Corner. Pull that chair up and let me serve you up this shot of top shelf college football content. On tap in this episode, we're talking the Neal Brown coaching saga. We're talking, will he keep his job this year? Will he not? And what's the latest information I have received regarding this situation? Now, we've seen a lot of rumors and stuff swirling online. We've seen potentially false reports about him being fired today, Monday, November the 7th. So far, that's not come to fruition. As I record this video, he is still the head coach at West Virginia. There have been crickets coming out of Morgantown. I've been on message boards following this very closely. The 24/7 guys have not put anything on the message boards. They are not hearing anything either. I've got a friend with sources inside the program who say they're not hearing anything. So it looks like it's business as usual for now at West Virginia University inside the football facilities. And the reason I told you that is because I think if once you know that, I think the following information will make more sense to you. Okay. What I'm being told is that Neal Brown will not be fired this season. I'm being told that he's going to be given one more year. And I know a lot of you are probably pissed off. A lot of you are probably mad. A lot of you may not even go to games anymore because of this. And that's your right and your right and your prerogative. And I'm not happy about it either because I disagree with this, especially when I tell you what's up next. I'm hearing that he's going to be given till next year to right the ship, but he's also being told or will be told that he's going to have to make changes on his staff. He's going to have to make sweeping changes on his coaching staff, and he may have very little, if any, say on who they bring in. And I personally don't like that because you have a coach working with guys he doesn't have a relationship with or that he doesn't choose. That can create some tension and for a very strenuous work environment, in my opinion. It's almost creating a similar situation that we saw under the Bill Stewart Dana Holgerson transition when they brought Dana in to be coach in waiting, and Bill knew he was on his way out. That's almost what this feels like to me, and that didn't work, folks. Bill Stewart ended up leaving anyway, and Dana became the head coach. Now, in the long run, it worked out, but the transition was botched completely, and I don't want to see another situation like that happen here. Now, what I'm also being told is that the coaches that the higher ups want to bring in are coaches who were basically forced out during the Neal Brown tenure, whether that be a Tony Gibson, whether it be a Jamal Adai, whether it be a Travis Trickett, whatever the case may be. They apparently want to bring in some coaches that have ties to West Virginia and who worked for Neal before, or at least was not retained when he took over. I'm hearing that Tony Gibson is extremely high on their list. They want him back in the fold to be an assistant coach and part of this staff. Now, I'm also being told that if Neal doesn't cut the mustard, if he doesn't perform up to standards next season, one of these assistants that are brought in will replace him. So there again, right back to what I said a minute ago, it almost feels like they're pushing him out the door without having to pay him a buyout. Think about it. Are they trying to force Neal Brown to quit? Maybe. Are they trying to force him to leave so that they don't have to pay the buyout? Maybe that's the case. Because I'm also being told, regardless of what I was told before, I'm being told that the boosters are not willing to pay Neal Brown's complete buyout. They're not willing to pay the full $16 or $17 million or whatever it is that we would owe him if he gets, or that the school would owe him, I should say, if he gets fired. But what I'm being told is that they're not willing to pay the full buyout. So they're going to give him one more year because they do like the recruiting he's doing inside the program. They do like the family atmosphere he's building there. So they want to give him another year to try to get the train back on the tracks, or the train on the tracks. I don't know if it's ever been on it, to be honest. But they want to get the train on the tracks, give him one more year to try to right the ship, and then if he doesn't do it, then he will be replaced. I want you to let me know in the comment section. Do you think this is something? Do you believe this rumor? Because this is just a rumor. Also, I do believe this source because I vetted out. I'm not allowed to share where I got this information or who my source got it from, but they do have ties to the program, okay, to the West Virginia program. And I vetted out that person, and they are who the person told me they were. So I believe it. Is this going to play out 100% like I was told? Maybe not. Like I said, this is anytime you hear something like this, it's not directly from the source. You can classify it as a rumor. But I do think this is a rumor that makes sense based on the fact we're not hearing anything out of Morgantown today. There's been no reports, no rumors, no leaks, no anything coming out of the program. That being said, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a wise move to just clean house and bring in a whole new assistant coaching staff and keep Neal Brown? Or do you think it's a mistake? And I got a feeling most of you are going to lean towards the side of it's a mistake because that's where I'm leaning. Also, what do you think about Shane Lyons? Personally, I think Shane Lyons needs to be held accountable here because he's the one that got him in this situation where they might be being forced to hold on to a coach because they owe him so much money. And if that's the case, that's all on Shane Lyons and the administration. They made a bad decision, and they need to be held accountable for it. So maybe, just maybe, Shane Lyons is the person who needs to have his feet held to the fire, so to speak, to make changes. And maybe that's the changes he's going to make. I don't agree with it, but we'll see if this all plays out the way I'm hearing it. Let me know, Cougars Corner family, your comments. If you want to check out my merch store, I just added merchandise with my channel logo on it. I finally got that up in my store. Links at the top of the description box if you want to get you a hoodie or something to get ready for this cold weather. I also got T-shirts, ball caps, coffee mugs, all kinds of different products in there. Also have the West Virginia JD design in there available to you as well if you still like that, or the West Virginia versus the World design and other designs as well to choose from. You can join my channel by hitting the join button right below, become a member, take advantage of the perks that has to offer. Shout out to a couple random channel members, David Cummings, thanks for the support, and Dennis Haiti, thanks for the support as well. Random shout outs, one of the perks of being a member of my channel. If you don't want to support me financially or you can't support me financially, you can do it for free. It's extremely quick, extremely easy. All you have to do is like this video, drop that comment below that I mentioned, share this out with your friends, and last but not least, hit that red subscribe button if you haven't yet. Help me get to my goal of 5,000 subscribers. I'd love to do it by the end of this year. I know that's a tall task. I think I can do it, but I need your help. All that being said, I appreciate you tuning in to this episode, and until the next one, Q Country Roads.